Guys, so what we got here is a box. But here's the weird part about this box. It's a moving box. And it's a moving box with a very, very unhappy snake because she somehow, Tim has really messed this thing up. He took her out of there, and now she thinks that I took her out of there, and she knows that those eggs are going to get taken away. Now, sometimes in life, things get taken away. And I don't know what our future has, but we know that this snake has some eggs. So there might be some changes coming because we don't know what's going to happen. So you guys have been around a long time, so I thought I'd let you be one of the first people to hear it. So we might actually not expand, may have to find a different location and move because there's a whole bunch of things going on that are so confusing. And we don't have enough money. We're not made of money. We don't charge hardly anything to get in the store, even though people complain about $5, but we educate kids all day. We do all kinds of stuff, but at the end of the day, we had to get permits, a lot of permit stuff. Matter of fact, we just did a permit. So we might we're hoping we're gonna end up in another location, or we resolve the problem here with finding more money. But because the landlord has decided that it's with some of the requirements that they have to meet, that they need a lot more rent, like double my rent. And double rent may not sound like much, but it is when you're not making a lot of money. Now, I think we could probably figure out a way to do it. The problem is we got to get from point A to point B. But I was thinking, there's a lot of you out there, and if you share this video to people that are smart, besides yourself, we could maybe get some good input. Like, you know, we do a lot of educational stuff. How can we make more money fast enough to make the changes? We've come up with a couple ideas, but of course,
you come up with some good
our
ideas.
deadlines, I'd like to say I did, but they were brought to me like gifts. And I think you guys love what we're doing. We're having fun. We're doing a lot of cool stuff. We get to, live in the dream. Now the weird part is sometimes living the dream, I always tell you my definition of living the dream is you never know what's next. Well, this is a case where I don't know what's next. And so we have to figure out if we're going to downsize, move part of it, move all of it, what we're going to do, if we can move it all, if we have to close some of it, or what the future holds. But what do you guys think we should do? Should we go big or go home? This is like how much resistance I'm getting right now on everything. We got our city stuff, we got our state stuff, we got our federal stuff, we got everything. But you know what? We're short funds. And so anyway, we're going to see, hopefully some doors will open. If you guys have any ideas, we'd love to hear about it. Meanwhile, I am going to really pull this clutch. I'm trying, believe it or not, to finessely remove it so she doesn't get upset. Now, what do we got here, Tim?
She's a sun golden head orange ghost stripe, toss head albino, but I'm about 99% sure she's head albino.
Okay, so here you go. So just like the snake eggs, we don't know what's going to come out and how everything's going to come out. So that's why we're letting you guys know. Because, man, I want every one of you to visit us. Here, I need that. He's going to cover me because it's going to bite me. But I want to have a little bit of control over it. So I'll have Tim steal them out.
Want me to grab them?
Yeah, it looks like I got it good. So anyway, I don't know what it all has to plan, but we're hoping it's going to go smooth like that, and that we get this thing all worked out. And I'm planning to still have everybody come just like planned. We have a plan A, a plan B, a plan C, and as long as we get a little bit more cooperation with how it's all going to go down, we should be fine. And if not, we maybe won't be fine, or at least fine to what I think is fine. So a little bit nervous. So I really would love to have input. And you know what? If you guys ever want to buy a snake, all the proceeds are really going towards this from Buy a Reptile. So if you guys go find Buy a Reptile on, and just follow it even helps, on Instagram and Facebook.
Let them know how much educational stuff we do.
Yeah, we do.
A lot of this stuff goes to education.
A lot of people don't know. They just watch me pull snakes and snake strike. We do about a minimum of 10,000 parties a year. And I say parties very loosely because parties to us is we're teaching them about snakes and lizards and how many eggs they have and what lays eggs and what doesn't. 50% of them are at schools. They're not really parties. It's just what we started out as a party business. It's grown into
educational presentations.
Right, and then also, if you haven't followed the Reptile Zoo, you can check that out on Instagram, and you can kind of see what we do. So all these eggs, hopefully some of you learned about pythons. Hopefully you've been entertained. Hopefully this whole thing's interesting. And so we do a lot more than this. And so a lot more. This is actually probably one of the smaller portions of what we do these days, just because we converted it part of our location into a zoo. And that's what all we're sitting in is actually an educational portion that we wanted to add to it. And of course, in the city had requirements, which we have more space that we're getting bathrooms for. But the rent increase is just so great. It's, I hate to say numbers, but we'll just say another $9,000, $9,500 a month, $10,000. And that's gonna be pretty tough. The problem is not being able to maybe make it somehow. The problem is how do we get from here to there while we're trying to get all the stuff added in and finished to make it. We have pulled all the permits, literally done all the work. It's so weird that it's falling apart in front of us, but hopefully it ain't falling apart. Sometimes in life you gotta just learn to stay calm and relax. And I always say, you know, don't ever give up, and I'm not gonna give up. I want you guys to know that. So if I'm not giving up, what do I do next? So thought you guys would have some ideas, and go check out Buy a Reptile on Instagram or Facebook. I you know, I don't know if you're following me, but I'm on Instagram mostly anymore lately. I just like Instagram. It's been kind of fun. And you know, and also we got some cool video plans coming up next week, and hopefully we'll get some more videos up. This has been tying me up really hard. I went on a vacation knowing that I had to come back to figure this thing out, and I got back and kind of started pushing it, and it pushed back really hard on me. So we're working on it, and let's see what we have. So say, some of you guys say send a positive vibe. I say pray for me, and pray for us that we come up with a good idea and that somehow this whole thing gets taken care of. California, the economy has improved, so on the landlord's behalf, what they're asking for is not unreasonable. It's just that it's all at once. And I mean, I've been at this location for 29 years in with this complex and the one next door. So I sure hope I can finish off my 30th or more. So anyway, where am I going? What am I going to do? You got any ideas? What do you guys think? You know, we actually have a ulterior motive eventually to go all over the place. Do you guys think that's a good idea? What do you think would be cool to have one in your city, in your town? Anyway, hope all's well. Hope you have a great day. I know I'm sounding monotone. It's because I have no voice.
How many eggs?
Because I have this thing called a cold. So somehow I'm supposed to go through all this with a cold, but that's okay. We're doing it because we don't give up. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 27 perfect eggs.
Way off.
And we have no idea what we're going to get. We just have some dreams what we're going to get, and we have some stuff we're pretty sure we're going to get. So now the first part is we got to count. You can't count your eggs before you hatch them. So even though there's a lot of eggs over there, at some point we're going to hope that you have to count those, because that's going to be part of a grand opening party either here or somewhere else, or however it's going to be. That's our dream. So peace out, guys. Hope you have a good time. Tim, you going to hatch all these?
I'm gonna try.
Okay, we're going to try to hatch them all. So, and we could have albino.
Orange ghost stripes.
Hold on.
Super sun goldens.
Okay, if you were patient enough to wait, I'm going to show you something.
I'm hoping for an albino, just an albino orange ghost stripes super sun. That would be good. Because we've got the golden. He's going to show you.
Where did you put it?
Right next to it to the left. Left. Oh, okay, sorry. I didn't see you grab that one.
So, how is that for color? That's the gem we're trying to get, but we're trying to get that. We don't know if we got what we got here, but we've never seen anything like this. Came from the same clutch. The color's off from all albinos. We're pretty sure it's a go, but the fact that there's no pattern on the side is confusing us a little bit. So we'll see what it is later by breeding it or whatever we do. But we know one thing for sure. That is an albino orange ghost striped sunfire right there.
Golden child.
Golden child.
Yeah.
So now we need to see this in possibly super sun, which it could be.
I think that is a super sun.
I do too, but because of the belly, it's absolutely flawless. We need to see this in sunfire. We need to see it without golden. We need to see it a couple different ways. So let's see what happens. Lots of fun stuff. Good time to keep up with us, because we're going to be, every video from here on out is going to be an update video on where this big giant 29-year project's going to go. If you got any great ideas, please comment below. We'd love to hear them. Check out our Instagrams. Hunt them down. We'll make sure they're all below. And I'm going to try to get healthy so I can see how this war unfolds. I at least want to be paying attention, not asleep in a bed. Take care, guys.